Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about the course challenge for the art of visualization. Share data through the art of visualization. And we'll start with the course challenge now. So the first 9 questions are going to be based on the scenario based. So the first question will be: You have been working as a junior data analyst at Bowling Green Business Intelligence for nearly a year. Your supervisor Kate tells you that she believes that you are ready for more responsibility. She asks you to lead an upcoming client presentation. You will be responsible for creating the data story, identifying the right tools to use, building the slideshows, and delivering the presentation to stakeholders. Your client is Gia, and an automotive manufacturer that makes eco-friendly electric cars. For the past year, you have been working with the data team in Gia's Bowling Green, Kentucky headquarters. For the presentation, you will engage the data team, as well as its regional sales representative and distributors. Your presentations will inform the business strategy for the next 3 to 5 years. You begin by getting together with your team to discuss the data story you want to tell. You want the first step in data storytelling is to engage your audience. A big part of audience engagement is knowing how to eliminate less important details. What practice do you use to scan quickly through the data in order to identify the most important insight? So, spotlighting. You can a spotlight to scan through the data to quickly identify the most important threads or the informations that are quite uh, easy to grasp and quite important for the data set. You can spotlight them to have the presentation in an effective way. Second question is: Your team's analysis has revealed three key insights. First will be electric vehicle sales demand is expected to grow by more than 400% by 2025. The number of publicly available vehicle charging stations is a significant factor in consumer buying decisions. Currently, there are many locations with so few charging stations that electric car owners would run out of power when traveling between stations. Vehicle battery range is also a significant factor for customers. In 2020, the average battery range was 210 miles. However, the vast majority of survey respond report they will not buy an electric car until the battery range is at least 300 miles per charge. So based on these insights, you create a clear and direct underscore which will guide your data story. So we can create a primary message which will guide your data story. So you can through these data points we can get the main point of the electric car sales that we want to discuss there. Next, you decide on your data narratives character, setting plot, big reveal, and aha moment. During the narrative, you want to communicate to your stakeholders about the challenges associated with the current lack of vehicle charging stations and why it's important for Gear to increase its car's battery range by 2025. In which part of your data narrative would you include information about charging stations and the need to increase battery? So the plot or conflict is used to create tension in the data story. For gas situation, the plot would include two ideas: an explanation of some of the challenges associated with lack of vehicle charging stations, and details about why it's important for Gear to increase its car's battery range by 2025. Fourth will be: now it's time to consider which tool to use to create data visualization that will clearly communicate the data results of your analysis. And you and your team decide to make both spreadsheet charts and Tableau data visualization. In addition, you want to provide them with a tool that will achieve the following goals: So to organize multiple datasets through electric vehicle battery ranges into a central location, enable tracking and analysis for electric vehicle data, simplify data visualization about the number of available charging stations using a map of a different geographics. So we can create a dashboard. In Tableau, it is easy to create a dashboard, and we can have all the requirements that like visualizing it on a map or the data points or the user interaction. Everything is possible in Tableau, and it is quite effective to use Tableau, on my opinion. So fifth will be, now that you have finished planning the data story with your team, it's time to create data visualization. First, you consider electric vehicle sales worldwide in 2015 compared to 2020. You use a spreadsheet to create the following bar graph to compare the two values. So as you can see, the numbers has been grown almost more than four times. You want a label, you want to add a label for the years 2015 and 20. So I think the levels are going to be here on the x-axis here, and the numbers are going to be displayed on the y-axis, the counts. So x-axis is the correct answer. Next, you explore how access to public car charging station is influencing electric vehicles. As your analysis has revealed, there are many areas without even places for people to plug in and charge their cars. This lack of charging station has a negative impact on demand for electric cars and overall vehicle sales. You use Tableau to create the following draft of visualization which organize the charging data stations geographically. So as you can see, on the basis of colors we have differentiated, and you can see that it is the states of United States, and we can easily visualize where the charging points are less and where it is high. So to improve your draft, you select more varied hues, make the color intensity stronger. In addition, you choose darker values in order to reflect more light. Yeah. So in this kind of calculation, you can see the color is not quite visible. We can use a darker, like a variety of ranges from the colors, and that will be good because a red and yellow can be red and green can be a good sign, where the green will show the highest number of ranges and the red will show the lowest number of ranges. So something like that could be possible, and that will be easily visual also. Seventh is, now you want to highlight your team's analysis discovered about the number of charging stations available compared to the number of car purchased. Your team has confirmed that the lack of charging stations caused the effect of fewer car sales. To communicate this effectively, you will need to convey causations to the stakeholder. What is causation? So causation is, like I have selected the wrong answer here, you can see, but the correct answer will be, causation is when an action directly leads to an outcome, such as a cause-effect relationship. In the case of Gear's business, the lack of charging station directly leads to the outcome of fewer car sales. So this is the correct answer. You can mark that down. Eighth question is, you once you finish creating data visualization about the current state of the electric vehicle market, you turn to projection of the future. You want to communicate the stakeholders about the importance of longer vehicle battery ranges for customer. Your team's data includes feedback from a customer survey that investigate the importance of a longer battery when choosing whether to purchase an electric car. The current average battery range is about 210 miles. By 2025, the range is expected to grow to 450 miles per charge. We have created this following chart here. After reviewing your pie chart, you will realize that it could be improved by sizing the segments, resizing the segments in proportion to each segment. Relative value enables you to visually show the data different values. So yeah, that is clearly true, because when we are working with pie charts, The sizing and resizing is really good enough when we are dealing with it. It's better to have the values and the colors according to the sizes or in what amount of the data is compared to all the data. So that will give a good impact there. Ninth will be you decide that you want to be able to adjust the height of views and the data visualization about the electric vehicle cell, charging stations, and battery ranges. Which type of layout will you enable to do that? So vertical layout will enable us to do exactly that. So that is the correct answer. 10th question will be you have created a narrative and visuals. So now it's time to build a professional and appealing slideshow. You choose a theme and matches the tone of the presentation. Then you create a title slide with, with a title, subtitle, and the data. Next, you create the following slide that compared electric vehicle sales in 2015 and 20. After reviewing your slides, you realize that it could be improved. What steps do you take to make the two boxes beneath the header more effective? So we can make sure that the text does not simply repeat the words that you plan to say. So make some bullet points that you want to discuss and you can explain it while presenting. Second, edit the text to fewer than 5 lines total. Yeah, as I said, make it in bullet points that will be effective in presentation. Edit the text to fewer than 25 words total. Yeah, exactly. That all the 3 points concludes to one that make it short and effective. 11th question. After reviewing your slides, you realize that the visuals elements could be improved. Which of the following options would help you make the visual element on the slide more effective? So yeah, we can use a consistent font size and color for data visualization title. That would be a good thing to do. And second will be choose one data visualization to share on this slide. Then create another slide for the second data visualizations. Yeah, that is a quite correct thing because it's better to have one slide on one chart on one slide so that you can explain it in a better way. So because of that, just put one slide on one slide with one chart, and that is a good thing to do. 12th question will be while presenting, what strategy can help you speak effectively? So as you are going to make some bullet points, try to create some short sentences that delivers your message quite effectively. Second, building an intentional pauses to give your audience time to think about what you have just said. Okay, so punctuation is good. Keeping the pitch of your sentence level so that your statements are not confused for answers. So yeah, this is when you are giving a statement, you should deliver the sentence like that. When you are putting some questions out, like is it supposed to be like this? So something you have to make the pitch accordingly. Third, 13th question will be next to prepare for the question and answer session that will follow your presentation. What methods uh, help you consider any limitations to your data? So look at the context, understand the strength and weakness of the tool, and I think critically no, yeah, eliminate the outliers. Third options, I think no, prepare for the question. I think critically analyze your correlations. That is important. So third will be I'm not sure about that, but you can select critically. I think that will be a correct answer. Now that you have some idea of questions of the stakeholders may ask, you consider potential objections. How do you ensure you're prepared for any potential objections? So keep a detailed log of your data cleaning process. That is good to have. Be sure to indicate, be sure to include numerous perspective during the analysis process, and that will be include information on where the data come from in an appendix. So these are the correct points. And 15th and the last question will be, you listen to the whole questions, then repeat it. For what reason is important? So first of all, it is like getting a confirmation from the audience that you have heard the question correctly, or you have understood the concept and you have understood the questions correctly. Second, it gives the stakeholder a chance to correct you if you have misunderstood. So yeah, that is a good option to have, because if you have misunderstood some questions and you're not sure about it and you're answering it, the audience may get confused about the answers that they wanted to hear rather than that what you're saying. So I think you should not select it enables you to rephrase it in a way that is easier to answer. So that is a wrong answer. So don't select it. So I think that this will be all for this course challenge, and I'll see you guys in next video. And I hope that you have liked the video, and please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.